Welcome to our easy way to allow your wife to change your oil. Alright, why would we want an oil change? Whenever we turn on our ignition switch and we see this light right here, and we see this light right here, this light right here, this means this is your oil light. And if you're driving and you see this light comes on, you need to stop immediately and get your oil check. So I'm gonna pull my bonnet, pull my lever right here, and I'm going to allow my wife to change my oil. You see she well suit out. So this is how it's done at home. So pop my hood for me, please. Alright, so there she's gonna pop the hood. Alright, and support it with that lever right there. Good. And then you're gonna check the oil. So there is a stick. She's gonna pull it out and she's gonna check it, and you can see it, and the oil is, based on what I'm seeing, it seems like I have low oil. Is my oil high or my oil low? Clean off the stick and do it back again. Clean off my dip stick, yes, and dip it and do it back again. All right, come again. You have to ensure that the stick is held upright. The dipstick, oh my god, that oil is low, because at the top we should have the maximum, the bottom we should have minimum. But look here, look where, look, me my oil low, man. All right, so this oil have to be changed. All right, so these are the oils that we'll use. Ensure when you're buying oil, put it back. Ensure when you're buying oil, you buy a quality oil. So we just buy under oil for our vehicle. If you drive Toyota, just look at Toyota oil and just go to the dealer and ask them for the correct oil. No cheap oil, no knockoff oil. All right, so we're going to change this oil right here. So what are the tools will we need to change this oil? We will need our mat to kneel on. We'll need our scissors jack, and I don't know if we're going to need a lug tool as yet. And we'll also need our adjustable. Jojo, come, hold the adjustable for me, baby. Yes, we'll need our adjustable, right, Jojo? Right? Yes, we'll need our adjustable. So, and we'll need this bottle right here. All right, a guide for this bottle right here. We just want to cut it right above the height of where the vehicle is. So we're going to cut the bottle right here. Then we'll need a homemade funnel, because we are doing a at home bottle. We are doing at home. So this is where we're going to pour our oil. Here in the cap, this is where we're going to pour our oil. All right, so we just need to take off this top, and then we'll need our funnel. This would have to dry out. Ensure that there's no water, and we are just measuring up our funnel and to see how well it fits, so we'll be able to cut it. So we'll have a fairly good idea where we're going to cut it. Somewhere right here where my finger is. All right, so let us get to work by cutting our bottles. So we're going to jack up the vehicle, but first we have to pull up the handbrake and ensure we catch it with some form of block, just in case of safety. So we're going to use these hood. So you can use anything around the house that is strong. Use the hood, yes, and catch it. All right, and if that is too small, we can use the block at another side. No, use that block at the other side. Now this side, back here. Yes, so we're gonna catch it with the block right here. All right, okay. So we're gonna jack up the vehicle. So here's a nice little floor mat, welcome. And here's our jack stand. So we're gonna find the jacking point, which is right here, that bulge. Yes, I'm gonna put the jack right there. Come forward a little more. Forward a little more. All right, which is right there. And then you're gonna just use your hand and go and continue to wind it up until it gets tight and gummy and yummy like food in tummy. Yes. And when you cannot wind it anymore with your hand, you're going to use this lug tool now. Use the lug tool, push it through. Next way. You're going to use the lug tool and turn it until it's straight up. Take it out, push it again, turn it, take it out, push it again, turn it. Okay, so as I can see, she finished jacked up the vehicle. Very good. All right, that's it. And for safety, we use a tire. We use a tire and some block that we find, or some wood block we find around the place, and first to catch up the vehicle. Now she's gonna use her 17 ring end and open end spanner. Yeah, and then she's gonna pull the drain plug. So go underneath there and pull up the drain plug. Let us see. So there she is with the spanner, pulling the drain plug. Yeah, you have to turn it, and you remember that bottle that we got. Yeah, you have to turn it. Yeah, pull it. Yeah, once you loosen it, you can take it out with your hand, you know. But remember, the oil is going to spill, so you have to set the bottle. So we are currently draining the oil now. So draining the oil, it's going to fly out, and people ensure that the vehicle, the engine is extremely cold, not cool, but cold. Yeah, so the oil is going to drain in that, and ensure the engine is extremely cold. And then the next thing we're going to do is going to remove the oil filter. So we'll allow that to drain. So here, I'm going to tighten it with the spanner. Here, tighten it. Alright, that's good. Tighten it well tight. Then you're going to pull the filter now. So here, there's the oil filter, that black thing right there. Yeah. Pull the filter. Pull it. Yeah, very strong. You can use a sandpaper, or you can buy an expensive filter puller.
Oil go come out?
Yes, oil is going to come out. So you're going to use a filter puller. So turn it. Don't watch it. That is normal for the oil to run out. Yeah, it's normal for the oil to run out. So yeah, turn it until turn it straight off. Yeah, the oil is running out. All those oil need to come out. All those black bad oil need to come out.
Must come right off?
Come right off. You're gonna take it right off. It will drop in, so you have to hold it and ensure it don't drop. Alright, good. So drain it out. Alright, good. Alright, so we're gonna get the new filter, and we're gonna we clean up the area. We're gonna put on the new filter. So screw on that new oil filter, and then you're gonna run it down. Yeah, screw it on straight on. Ensure it tight and go straight on. Alright. Run it down, run down. Ensure my oil is filtered properly. Run it down, yes. And then you're going to tighten it, and you can always use a sandpaper and tighten it, because in this particular case, we don't need a filter. Sandpaper is good enough. Okay, so, all right, that's it. All right, so technically, so we already drained the engine oil. We changed the filter. What we're going to do now, we're going to pour fresh oil in this system. And all right, that's it for now. Okay, so here the drain plug is fully tightened. The oil filter is changed. The black one that I used earlier, I saw there was a defect on it, so I have to change that oil filter. There was a damage with the seal, so I changed it to this blue one right here, and I did oil the lip before I change it. So we have to pay key attention when we are putting on some of these new parts. Okay, so oil filter change, drain plug tighten, but still we are not going to jot down this vehicle, because here we have not yet full up my oil. And here is the homemade tunnel, because we are doing it at home, do it ourselves. cheap and economical. And here's our under oil. We're going to pour 3.5 bottles in this vehicle right here. Go ahead and fill up my engine with oil. Yes, so we're going to pour it nice golden brown oil. How many are pouring there already? Like, you pour 2, and this is the third one. All right, so you were pouring the oil behind my back. What a thing. I was getting oil behind my back. All right, so that is 3 bottles. You're going to put 3.5 because we don't jot down the vehicle as yet, and we cannot check the accuracy of this oil because the vehicle is currently tilt. So we're going to pour 3.5, and then we're going to start the vehicle. And what we'll be looking out for, we'll be looking out for if there's any leak in at the seat or at the plug. Let us look right here, the level. All right, so the level is typically will show right here. I don't know if you can see it. So the total is 800, so you must throw it at 400 mark. Currently it's at 600. So hold the bottle, pour it at the hold the bottle please, pour it at the 400 milliliter mark, which is right here. So here is the oil. Currently it's at right here, so you're going to pour it right here. So go ahead and pour it at the 400 milliliter mark. That is 3.5. I know that 3.5 will be sufficient enough and safe enough to start the vehicle. And the vehicle can actually run at 3.5, but it is customary for us to operate the vehicle at full level. But the vehicle is safe to run at 3.5 without even checking it. Alright, so we put it at the 400 milliliter mark. So let us start and check. So we're going to start the engine. And the main objective of starting the engine is to ensure that we have the correct amount of oil. The cap, there's no, all right, don't start it with the funnel. Take out the funnel and put on back the cap, please. Because oftentimes we'll get a lot of splashing through here. Although this particular system will not splash a lot. And I'm going to make a video that when you're experiencing oil leak and excessive splashing or vapor through these, what are the various things that can happen. But that is from a more mechanically oriented people, not for the do-it-yourself and for your wife to check your oil. So that is tightened. So the oil cap is tightened, the oil filter is tightened, the drain plug is tightened. Start the engine, and when you start the engine, we're going to go underneath the vehicle to look if there's any leak. That is very important to check for oil leak. All right, so it starts. So is there any leak based on the work that was done? Let us see. Moment of truth. All right, is there any leaking at the filter? Well, I'm not seeing no leaking at the filter. Is there any leaking at the drain plug? I'm not seeing no leaking at the drain plug. All right, so far, even if it is leaking slowly, it will have to show me some sign, but I'm not seeing any leak. Our pressure, everything built up in the system. The engine is still cold. So we switch off the engine. Now we're going to check the engine oil level to ensure that it is correct. Okay, yes. So take out the dipstick, wipe it off because there's a lot of splashing. Wipe off the dipstick, there's a lot of splashing that is taking place. Put it down again. Yes, all right, so we're gonna check the oil level now and take out the dipstick and wipe it off. Wipe off the dipstick because there's a lot of splashing going on in the engine. Check it back again. All right, let us see now. All the oil is settled. And here we are, we're looking at the oil. And as I can see, because the oil is so clean and pretty. All right, there's the level. The oil level is at the maximum part. So the oil level is good and the oil is okay. So thank you for watching my video how my wife changed my engine oil.